Hey guys, my name is Jeff Jones and I'm from the streammachines.com and theboxman.com, where we have changed the way that you should watch TV. And in this video, I just came across this article from Torrent Freak and I thought it would be pretty interesting just to go through some of the highlights of it. It says that pirate streaming boxes boosted Netflix viewership, research finds. So this was put out October 30th, 2022. Just recently, and let's just go through it really quick. Now, the intent of this video is informational only. It does mention a certain platform that is an open source software that anyone that covers this genre of streaming has either used or are currently using, or seen anything on it. So basically, I want to see, because do a deeper dive, because we hear so many voices or just noise around. If you're using a media streaming device, you are breaking the law. If you're not using Netflix or Hulu or Amazon, and if you're getting it from the internet, you're breaking the law, and you're up for copyright infringement. I suggest and highly suggest that if you're in this genre, that you begin to search out what copyright infringement truly means, because it's really based on a live event, not something that you stream. You really need to go into that, but that's another video. So this is a new study, how purchasing these powered streaming boxes changed the internet and media consumption habits of U.S. households. The researcher used these boxes as a piracy proxy just to check out some things, as they often loaded with third-party piracy apps. During that time, it says, as they were often loaded with third-party piracy. Interestingly, their data shows that the use of these boxes led to increased legal consumption through on-demand services such as Netflix and YouTube. So it says here, at the same time, in recent years, legal video streaming services such as Netflix, HBO, and Amazon have flourished. At the same time, millions of people are streaming from unauthorized sources as well, often paired with perfectly legal streaming platforms and devices. This mix of legal devices and illegal add-ons, so to speak, is a challenge for law enforcement. Platforms such as Kodi, Plex, and Roku are perfectly legal, but can be configured to access pirated content. So the software isn't bad, but the person configuring it is breaking the law. That's a big thing. User responsibility is 100% accurate. You can't be blamed for using an open source software for its purpose unless you're using it the wrong way. Keep that in mind. This eventually culminated several lawsuits where sellers of pre-configured boxes were found liable of copyright infringement. The legal campaign was backed by many Hollywood studios such as Netflix and so on. So here's the question: do pirate boxes hurt rights holders? The pirate streaming box controversy inspired researchers from University of Delaware and the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill to find out how these devices actually change the consumption of spending habits. So the lawsuits brought by content providers and MSO suggest that ready streaming devices facilitated piracy and meaningfully impacted the profitability of content production and distribution. Yet, as been the case with many past claims of damages due to piracy, there was no direct empirical evidence to demonstrate economic harm. They write. Okay? So to obtain this evidence, researchers tapped into a panel data of 10,387 households. So almost 11,000 households had it. This report was done over a 16-month period spanning 2017 to 2018, when these powered streaming boxes were widely used. You'll notice that was a few years ago, whereas today these units are not used. But here's something that is very, very good that we don't look. It says the data allowed the researchers to compare habits before and after purchasing these powered boxes. This isn't a perfect proxy for piracy, as the devices can be used for legitimate purposes as well. However, the article points out that the earlier research showed that 2/3 of box owners did have some add-ons installed. So, this finding is particularly surprising or insightful. When simply comparing households that have these boxes to those that don't, it becomes clear there's a vast difference between the two groups. The box owners generate much more internet traffic. On average, they spend more time streaming through Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu, Twitch, and other platforms. You'll notice that, okay? So the biggest thing they've really pointed out is after adopting total internet usage in households increased by 2.88 gigabytes per day. A large part of this traffic is driven by Netflix, YouTube. No significant increase was observed by Amazon Video and Hulu. So basically using these types of units at that time, and I believe using these type of units in this time, the profit holders or rights holders are making money because people are not just going all out bad. They're using Netflix and Hulu because they still keep their subscriptions with them. But they're saving money in the long run by eliminating the majority of a cable bill or a cable entertainment bill. That's where the difference is. Now it says that these adopters also change their spending habits after buying a box. They spend less money on TV subscriptions and more on their internet bills as they upgrade to a higher tiers. So these adopters spend 4.2 more on internet service than non-adopters. Incorporating household fixed effects, we estimate a further 3.1 reduction in monthly TV payments among TV subscribers, right? And a 0.9% increase in monthly internet payments. So overall, this suggests that the total monthly bill of adopters decreased by 1%. This means that there's less revenue going to third parties. However, the researchers caution that this may not translate to lower profits at all. So many of the bigger SVOD, Netflix, Hulu, have benefited from you owning a unit like this, using and streaming content from the internet. They're making millions of dollars and keeping millions of dollars because you are benefiting, because you're going with 2022 into 2023 with streaming. Who is hurting? The cable companies. That's why you'll see a lot of the cable providers, internet service providers, they're making money as well because you're buying a higher tier of internet. Whereas before you just kept the basic, but now you want high speed or you want a streaming package, as some of these internet service providers offer. So everyone around this whole streaming media is making extra money. So why the lawsuits? Why are all the lawsuits coming out saying that you're breaking the law or whatever it might be, when there are more fast channels, legal channels of live TV, TV shows, and older movies available? Hence Tubi, all right, Crackle, okay, Plex, all right. You got others like what's another one? Yeah, Plex, Tubi, Crackle. I can't remember the rest of them. You got Zumo. There's a few of them that are available, and I apologize for having that brain fog, but there are some solid ones that are available for you to use, and these are free and legal to use. So streaming, my whole point is, these streaming boxes if they boosted Netflix viewership and Hulu viewership and other viewership, they're not bad. It points to what you do as the end user. As the end user, no one can tell you how to use your box. No one can tell you what you can put on it because you purchased that with your own money. And what you do with it is your business, not anyone else's. Now, if you're reselling these types of products and services, it will behoove you, like some of my friends have done, and even myself, I have licensed attorneys that specialize in this, that try to keep us above board. Because if you're selling any type of media device and you have any type of, let's say, VOD attached to it, I would highly, highly recommend you do your research on that, because that's where the waters get murky. But buying a box with live TV and using some of the fast channels or anything that you see here, it's simply not breaking the law. In fact, it's making everyone a lot more money. Hey, I'm sorry if I was long-winded. I thought it was very interesting. I'll let you go ahead and read it and put the link to the description or link to the article and let you choose for yourself. Hey, I'd like to hear some comments below if you know or think just what you guys think about it. I thought it was an interesting article, and I think it would be interesting for you guys to pass it on to anyone that is interested in this type of stuff. With that said, we're getting close to Christmas. Of course, I'm going to say we have some great services and great boxes for Christmas gifts, and I look forward to serving you guys. Hit us up in the links in the description. Follow us on all our other channels, and we'll see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye-bye.